What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Final Fantasy. So, a couple of changes since last episode. We did dip into our ability trees, we changed up some stuff. I dropped Rising Flames, we're going to be testing out Heatwave. I did dump some more points in here. I maxed out Charged Magic. I think I already had this done last time, so I think those are the two main changes. I didn't drop any points anywhere else. We are cooking up at 300 here. I haven't decided where I'm gonna dump them just yet. I might save up to max out Heatwave, depends how we get on with that. I was looking at some of this. I will likely get down thrust at some point, I think, for the aerial combos, but I'm not super invested in the rest. I do want to save, just in case I decide to dip into these trees much. I was enjoying Gouge and Deadly Embrace from Garuda's tree. We'll kind of do that as we go. No changes in inventory or anything else, so all that being said, it is time we finally go talk to Jill. She's been a long time recovering. I'm gonna find out how she ended up where she is, being the dominant for the Iron Bloods.
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
I'm interested in that too.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened, Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second Icon of Fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night,
I'm very curious about this guy.
the hooded man, he spoke to me. What did he say?
Swan 6.
We have found What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, All right.
I actually think that's a good idea.
You'll be needing a change of clothes then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
I should make ready too. We've a long journey ahead of us.
Now, many
you to make
episodes
yourself
ago,
scarce.
I had said that this game was giving me Game of Thrones vibes, and I actually just found out that the lead developer of this game had his team watch the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones in preparation to make this game. Like, they were forced as a prerequisite to work on this, is that they had to watch the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones. So, indeed, there is the Game of Thrones influence that I was noticing myself. Quite pleased to learn that, actually. My instincts were spot on. What's going on, Kenneth?
Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in?
Here and there.
Actually getting used to the place.
I'm glad to hear it. I was hoping you might be persuaded to come to my aid once more. Your services will be rewarded, of course.
I don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
Good pay for
We
good
strive
work.
to be better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions. I have 3 meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
I say absolutely. I'd be happy to help.
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
Entrance bunk cells. Alrighty. We'll go to the entrance first. I passed this lady a bunch of times. The first time we were here, the Chocobo Keeper.
Ooh, something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is. Courtesy of Kenneth.
A hearty meal.
Oh, my thanks. These birds are needy creatures. They don't like me running after the fat chocobo behind their backs.
They must keep you busy.
There's never a moment's rest. Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
Indeed. These things still remind me of griffins mixed with velociraptors. But speaking of chocobos, didn't that chocobo get out alive in the prologue at Phoenix Gate? Because we told Murdoch to leave with her, and he was going to, like, the chocobo ran away. But I think she should still be kicking somewhere. I wonder if we'll run into that again at some point. Hopefully. God and the lonely prisoner. I'm actually kind of curious about the one prisoner in there.
Fancied another kip in the cells, did you?
Kenneth sent me. He thought you might be hungry.
I'm curious what one has to do to land themselves in prison here.
He wasn't wrong. The way my gut's been growling, I'd have curls running scared.
Guard duty down here can't be much fun.
It's not. But sometimes folk need locking up, and someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
I'll certainly work on that. You don't have any information about this guy, would you? They were asleep the last time we were down here.
Should have seen my face when they brought you down here. Still, glad to see you doing well.
We were taking a quick vacation in that cell.
Oi,
Talk to you at all?
who did you bend over for to get the royal pardon? The old jailer there? Or was it Sid?
Maybe he'll come into play at some point during this game. Must have done something pretty bad to have landed himself in here. He's the only person that's ever been locked up apart from us. And I know what we did. Can I help you with something?
Can I help you?
I'm actually here to help you.
Ah, wonderful. Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Surely not.
Sick.
I'm afraid so. Those no longer in need of a Physica's immediate ministrations are sent here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves, which leaves me very little time for anything else. Happily, Kenneth sees that I stay fed. I would be lost without the kindness of good people like him and yourself. Thank you.
I think that's everyone.
Yeah, even the
I'd let Kenneth know.
cast brands. Now I'm not sure if that's a regular thing throughout Final Fantasy or if that's just specific to this game, but even the face brandings to designate your cast a lot in society. That reminds me of Dragon Age Origins a lot. That's literally how Dwarven society works. You're branded at birth and then designated to a role or a cast.
Your reward, as promised.
The Hideaway's quite something. Everyone has their place.
A fact we are proud of, believe me. I'm glad you've witnessed it for yourself. You have your place too, of course, as you have just so capably proven, and you will always have a place with us, should you desire it.
It's kind of you to say so.
Pretty homely place.
It is the truth, and not a soul among us would deny it. I look forward to all that you will bring to our little community.
In fact, in Dragon Age Origins, with the Dwarven caste system, each dwarf inherits the role in society that their same-sex parent had. So if you were born a boy, then you would inherit your father's role. So if your father was a smith, if your father was a warrior, a merchant, a noble, or a casteless, which is basically like a criminal, an outcast, homeless kind of thing, then that's what you are. It doesn't matter if your mother is a noble and your father is a casteless. If you're a boy, you inherit the father. Conversely, women inherit the traits of their mothers. So if you're a woman, or you're born a woman rather, and your mother is a merchant or a warrior or a smith, then that's what you would be. And then you are branded with tattoos to dictate that.
You! Newcomer! I need help.
What's the matter?
It's my assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot concentrate one whit for fear of what might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
Well, where did she go? I don't know what this makes it look like I can kind of barter, but I don't think you can.
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous. Thank you. You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
Of course. Where did she go?
Whereabouts is she?
Gotan's Bales. It's on the outskirts of Lostwing. Not the safest place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps, but the soil there is second to none. Now go, and do not linger. Why, it may already be too late.
Gultan's Bale. Well, I don't think we've been there before. We've been to Lostwing, but I don't think we went to that specific location. So let's fire up the world map. Let's go find Dozabot and a soil collector. Yeah, again, I'm quite happy that I picked up the Game of Thrones influence myself without having any prior knowledge of that. Nice to see my instincts are still cooking strongly.
Someone's in trouble.
Oh, well that didn't work out. That was unfortunate.
Stay down. It's over. Stay down. That's enough.
Put some of our new abilities to use though. Valimado and Sharpfang.
Are you hurt?
It would have been worse if you hadn't come along. Wait, I've seen you around the Hideaway. You're new, aren't you?
Relatively.
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you. This is no place for a bearer on her own.
I noticed that. But this soil's not going to collect itself.
Then what if I gathered it for you? You could head back to the Hideaway. Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that you need?
What I need is soil. But I'd be a fool to refuse your help after what just happened. It's the good stuff you're looking for. Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
Dark, rich, and fragrant. Right.
Not as specific as I'd like,
Well,
but
you should hurry back. Bohemil seemed worried enough that he might come looking for you himself.
That seems unlikely, but I won't argue with you. Thanks.
Soil, then. There's certainly enough of it here. But is it dark, rich, and fragrant?
dark, rich, and fragrant. What do we have? It's kind enough to just mark it for us. I'd love to see that. I'm glad we don't have to just run around and randomly gathering dirt.
That should be enough. I better get it back to the Hideaway.
I will go ahead and just fast travel back. This is a cool little thing that they did. I know I could explore that area a little more, but we already cleared it out. Here for the side quests.
There you are. And all safe and sound.
Well,
Seems to be safe and sound to
yeah,
me.
she's standing right there.
Not the girl. The soil. Did you bring it?
The audacity.
Yes. Here.
He cares more about the dirt than he does his
Glorious.
assistant.
When Martel came home empty-handed, I almost had a fit. But with this, my research can continue. First and foremost come the measurements. I must know how much ether each sample contains. From there...
Wait, so you were never...
Worried about me? Sorry to disappoint you, but the only thing he worries about is his research.
Not much of a people person, is he?
That's...
That's all right. It's just how he
And
is.
this place is supposed to
And if
value
it wasn't
people.
for him, we wouldn't be growing anything in these ruins. It's a small price to pay. Although, you shouldn't have to pay it too. Did he even offer you anything for helping? Ugh. Here. I know it's not much, but it's something, at least.
He has a very healthy attitude
I
about
wish I
this.
could offer you some fruit too, but you're not likely to thank me if I do. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick.
Pretty sure Sid was chomping on the apples here just fine. And again, he does regularly cough up blood, so perhaps that's not much of an endorsement.
Now, my research can continue.
That takes care of our side quest. Before we talk to Karen, I did see a little icon above the blacksmith, which means we have new goodies. What do you have for me, Blackthorn?
Make it quick. What do you want?
He has a Gaia blade. That's 150. That is a bonus to what we're currently using. This is 135. Gaia blade is way above. While common on the southern continent, worship of the land itself as a deity is almost unheard of in Balastia. That, however, has not stopped the import of fine steel blades blessed by Gaian presbyters, under the claim that they are deadlier and more durable than those forged in the twins. Well, it's a 20 damage, 20 magic buff, so we'll certainly take it.
No scratches, right?
Kind of excited to see how that looks. I don't think we'll have anything new on the armor front. We actually do. We have battle chains. 1 Imperial Link that costs 38 compared to what, 33? Yeah, we'll take that.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Alright.
And
that is indeed a pretty blade. I do like the way that looks. Alright, next up is Karen, so we can sell the things we just switched off of.
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
That is very true. Right. Well, we could have just bought that instead of crafting it. Not really my style. Steel crowns can go. Get some gil back for that. Crafting. Valuables.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
This is also valuable. 1600 for all that.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Crafting, and crafting. Don't want to sell anything by mistake. Alright, so purchase-wise, we already have most of this stuff here. It's very expensive for the buff it offers, although we do have 21,000. So 1,400 for that wouldn't be the end of the world. Yeah, let's do it.
It'd better all be here.
We'll get that in there. We already crafted the battle chains. We do have Rook's Gambit as an ability now, but 11,000. I'm not willing to part with 11,000. You're insane. I'll go ahead and buy that.
You'll not find a better
Up
price
on
than
that.
that.
Alright. Get rid of our old Dark Sash.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
And we're good to go.
Off you go then. And best of luck.
I appreciate that.
I should probably say thank you to Gav too.
Indeed we should. He almost lost his life for us.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you're with Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood.
Gav seems really solid.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Good guy, Gav.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job.
He doesn't do
No need
very
to
well
make
with
such a fuss.
gratitude, does he?
You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Doesn't like words of affirmation.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ready? My lady.
Ready.
We gotta talk to Taya at some point and get this brand off of it. Not a fan of walking around with a slave brand on our cheek. Alrighty, now this is Phoenix Gate, I believe. Where are we heading to here? 3 reads. Rising waters transformed once fertile farmland into a noisome morass, rendering it nigh uninhabitable to all but leeches and lizards.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Rand did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You'd get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
Maybe we'll get to run into the Duchy while we're here. Or the Duchess.
I'm here now.
Whatever the Queen was.
Thanks to you.
It is a pretty place.
We should press on.
As someone who has no experience in the Final Fantasy universe too, all these ruins laying around the grounds and all these places I'm exploring, it's making my brain very inquisitive. I would love to know more about the universe here. I'll start dipping into the codexes quite soon, I think.
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark.
That looks like something I'll be fighting.
I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
That's out of the 3 reads. Right, given that we are in a brand new location, I will probably go ahead and split the episode here. Make this little place its own thing, so thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, as always there is a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Final Fantasy. Take care everybody, have a great day.